Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into something really critical for anyone in the online space, affiliate marketing compliance.
Yeah, it's a topic that, well, maybe doesn't sound like the most exciting thing at first glance, but it's truly foundational. We've been digging into an article that gives a pretty comprehensive look at what you need to do.
Right, not just to stay legal, but also, ethical, which is huge.
Absolutely, within the whole affiliate marketing world.
So our mission for this deep dive, we want to unpack the key rules, shine a light on some potential traps you need to watch out for.
Definitely pitfalls to avoid.
Yeah, and sort of map out the best ways to build an affiliate program that's trustworthy and, well, built to last,
Built-
sustainable.
Sounds good. Let's jump in. So, okay, first things first. What is affiliate marketing? At its core, it's performance-based. A business rewards an affiliate.
A partner, basically.
Exactly, the partner. For driving some kind of action, usually traffic to their site, or better yet, actual sales. This happens through a special referral link unique to that affiliate.
And for that effort, if it works, the affiliate gets a commission.
Yeah.
Simple enough concept.
Simple concept, yeah. But compliance is where the complexity comes in. It's all about following the rules and guidelines that govern that whole relationship and, importantly, the methods used.
Okay, so how do we stay compliant? The article we looked at really hammers home 4 essential best practices.
Right. The first one is just fundamental. Understanding and actually following the relevant laws. And that's not just one law, usually. We're talking advertising standards, consumer protection laws, and increasingly, a big one, data privacy regulations.
And a huge piece of that is disclosure, isn't it? Being upfront.
Absolutely critical. Clearly disclosing that you might earn money if someone buys through your link. It needs to be upfront, unambiguous, no hiding it in tiny print.
It's basic honesty with your audience, right? Letting them know the deal. And beyond disclosure, it's about respecting their consent, particularly around their data.
Exactly. Which ties into the second practice, transparency about your relationships. You need to give truthful information about the companies and products you promote.
So no misleading claims about features or benefits or, hiding costs.
Definitely not. Trying to, pull a fast one.
Yep.
It's not just asking for legal trouble. It completely destroys the trust you need for any kind of long-term success.
Makes sense. Okay, number 3.
Preventing fraud. Unfortunately, where there's money, there are often people trying to game the system.
Bad actors, yeah.
So compliance means taking real steps to stop dishonest stuff, like someone pretending to be the brand itself or using bots for fake clicks to generate commissions they didn't earn.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds frustrating. And the 4th point.
That leads right from fraud into respecting privacy. This is massive. It means handling any customer data you might collect super carefully.
Following all the privacy laws, you mean?
Yes, all of them that apply. Protecting personal info, using data only in ways people have agreed to or as the law allows. It's not just a box to tick, it's ethically vital.
That privacy point feels like a really big deal right now. It connects to all those global privacy laws we hear about, doesn't it? They must have a huge impact on affiliate programs.
Oh, enormous. These laws are seriously reshaping how anyone, including affiliate programs, can handle personal data. They impose really strict requirements.
On everything, like collecting it, using it.
Collection, usage, sharing, security, the whole life cycle of data. These aren't just minor suggestions. They demand pretty fundamental changes in how programs operate.
The article mentioned GDPR specifically in Europe. That one seems to come up a lot.
It does, and for good reason. The General Data Protection Regulation applies if you process personal data of anyone residing in the EU. Doesn't matter where your business is based. If you target folks in the EU, GDPR applies.
Wow, okay. And what does it demand?
Well, a key thing is explicit consent for collecting data. And explicit means, a real yes from the user, like ticking an unchecked box or clicking a clear I agree button after they've been told plainly what data you want and why.
So no more assuming consent.
Definitely not. And users get strong rights accessing their data, asking for it to be deleted, knowing how it's used, being told if there's a breach. Affiliates have to be totally transparent about this stuff.
And to mention something about DPAs, data processing agreements.
Yes, that's crucial too. If you, as the merchant, have affiliates processing data for you, maybe collecting email signups, you often need a DPA. It's basically a contract laying out exactly how that affiliate must handle the data safely and legally following GDPR rules.
Got it. So it locks down the responsibilities.
Exactly. And we see similar ideas popping up elsewhere, like the CPRA, the California Privacy Rights Act.
Right, for California residents.
Affects businesses handling their personal data. It mandates telling consumers what you're doing with their data, letting them opt out of selling or sharing it, or being profiled for targeted ads. They also get rights to access and delete their info.
So again, if you're reaching Californians, you need to get your privacy policies and data handling updated, no
Yeah.
question.
And the article also flags others, LGPD in Brazil, PIPEDA in Canada, Australia's Privacy Act. They all have their specifics, but the themes are consistent. Consent, data rights, transparency, security.
It really paints a picture of privacy being a complex global challenge for affiliate marketing now. You can't just ignore it.
Not anymore. Okay, so we've got the basics of compliance, the huge role of privacy. But like you hinted at earlier, the affiliate world isn't without its darker side. There are definitely risks from scammers.
Yeah, people trying to exploit the system. The article detailed some common ways this happens, didn't it?
It did. Gave a very clear look at common violations and, frankly, fraudulent tactics. One big one is paid search policy violation.
What's that exactly?
That's when an affiliate bids on the merchant's own branded keywords in search ads, like bidding on the brand name itself.
Oh, I see. Why is that bad?
Well, most programs ban it because it means the merchant ends up competing against their own affiliates for ad space. It drives up their costs, and they lose control over how their brand looks in those ads. Sneaky. And how do affiliates get away with it?
The article mentions things like geotargeting, only showing ads in specific locations or day parting, running ads only at certain times, sometimes even cloaking, where they show one thing to search engines and another to users to hide what they're doing.
So fighting that takes constant effort, monitoring, clear rules.
Constant vigilance, clear policies, watching search results, using detection tools, and actually enforcing the rules when you catch someone.
Okay, what else? I think I saw something about forced clicks.
Ah, yes, forced clicks and cookie stuffing. This one's particularly frustrating because it's pure deception. It generates clicks or sets cookies without the user even knowing or intending to.
How does that even work?
Could be hidden scripts on a web page, maybe invisible image elements that secretly click an affiliate link when the page loads, or code that just drops a tracking cookie onto the user's device when they visit a site, even if they never clicked an affiliate link there.
So the affiliate tries to get credit for a sale later, even if they had nothing to do with sending the customer. Precisely. It's basically stealing commissions from the merchant and from honest affiliates who actually did the work. It completely tanks trust.
How do you even combat that? It sounds hard to detect.
It requires good monitoring systems, fraud detection tools looking for weird patterns like clicks from odd places, or crazy high conversion rates from traffic that looks low quality. And again, clear policies and real penalties are essential.
Okay, that's nasty. What about malware?
Malware and adware, another serious one. This is using malicious software or super intrusive ads like endless pop-ups or unwanted toolbars to force clicks or redirect users for fraudulent commissions.
And this isn't just about stolen money, right? This sounds like it harms the user directly.
Absolutely. Malware can infect computers, steal personal info, hijack browsers. Adware can track everything you do online, force redirects, install junk. Dishonest affiliates use these tactics to basically shove users towards advertiser sites and grab commissions.
That's crossing a major line. So the defense there is,
Strong monitoring, definitely, but also really thoroughly screening who you partner with, having zero tolerance in your policies, educating your good affiliates about what's forbidden, and maybe using specialized fraud detection services.
right. Another one mentioned was typo squatting. Sounds specific.
It is quite clever in a dishonest way. It's registering domain names that are common misspellings of a popular merchant's site.
Like, if someone means to type Amazon.com, but types Amazon.com.
Exactly. They mistype, land on the affiliate's lookalike site. From there, the affiliate might just redirect them to the real Amazon, but only after dropping their own tracking cookie first. Or worse, they might show competitor ads, or even try to install malware or phish for details.
Wow. So it damages the brand, steals commissions, and puts users at risk.
All of the above. The article suggests fighting it by monitoring for these misspelled domains, having clear policies against it, maybe even registering common misspellings yourself proactively. And using things like SSL certificates helps users verify they're on the legitimate site.
Okay, one more area. Incentive marketing. Offering rewards can be okay, right? But it can also go wrong.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Offering points or cash back or contest entries for clicks or signups can be legit, but it needs careful management.
Where does it become a problem?
Issues pop up if the incentives aren't clearly disclosed or if they basically just intercept sales that were going to happen anyway. Think about a cashback browser extension that only appears right at the checkout page. It might grab the commission from the blog post or review site that actually convinced the customer to buy in the first place.
Ah, so it's stealing the credit. Or maybe generating really low-quality leads, just chasing a reward.
Right, like social games just encouraging clicks without real intent. So the key is clear rules on allowed incentives, really vetting affiliates who use them heavily, watching the metrics closely to make sure it's actually valuable traffic, demanding proper disclosure of the incentive to the user, and maybe even having different commission rates for that kind of traffic.
Understanding all these potential violations is critical, especially when you think about the consequences of getting caught. The penalties aren't trivial.
Not at all. They can be quite severe, seriously impacting an affiliate's business. Financially, well, you could lose commissions you thought you'd earned.
Or even have them clawed back, meaning you have to repay money.
Exactly. If the program decides commissions were generated improperly, they might demand repayment. You could also face lower commission rates going forward, or even direct fines from the program itself.
And it's not just money, right? Your account status is at risk.
Definitely. It could be a temporary suspension, locking you out for a while, or it could be permanent termination, getting kicked out of the program entirely, losing that income stream.
That sounds rough. Are there legal risks too?
In serious cases, absolutely. Especially with major fraud or big privacy breaches, you could be looking at lawsuits, hefty fines from regulators. Very real possibility.
And then there's your reputation.
Huge factor. A track record of non-compliance makes it way harder to get accepted into other good affiliate programs. The article even mentions potentially being blacklisted across entire affiliate networks. That could effectively shut you out of the industry.
So the message for affiliates is pretty clear. Understand the terms, stay updated, disclose properly, act ethically, and fix problems fast.
It's absolutely crucial for survival and success in the long run.
Okay, so given all those risks and penalties, what should programs and affiliates actually do to stay compliant? How do you keep things on the straight and narrow?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The article outlines several key strategies, really practical steps. First and foremost, develop crystal clear terms of service.
The rule book.
Exactly. Not just dense legal text nobody reads. It needs to be comprehensive: what's allowed, what's banned, disclosure rules, consequences for breaking rules, but also in plain language people can actually understand, and make it easy to find.
Makes sense. What else?
Implement a solid approval process for new affiliates. Don't just let anyone in automatically.
Vet them first.
Yeah, take a look. Review their websites, their promotion methods. Maybe even, as the article suggests, check in after their first few sales to see if the traffic looks legit and their methods are compliant. A little effort up front saves massive headaches later.
Good point. What about once they're in the program?
Constant monitoring is key. Track their stats, obviously, but look deeper. Watch for those red flags we talked about: weird spikes in conversions, traffic from places it shouldn't be, and keep communication lines open, especially with your top performers. Understand how they operate.
And helping them understand the rules.
Crucial. Provide clear guidelines and maybe even training. Don't assume affiliates automatically know every law or your specific program rules. Offer resources, FAQs, guides, support channels to help them understand disclosures, privacy obligations, what they can and can't do.
Things change too, right? Laws, regulations.
They do, sometimes really fast. So you've got to regularly review and update your own policies, stay plugged into legal developments, and when you do update your terms, tell your affiliates clearly and quickly. Don't bury the changes.
And if someone does break the rules,
You have to enforce the consequences consistently. If policies exist but are never enforced, they're useless. It just encourages more bad behavior. Whether it's reducing commissions, a suspension, or termination for serious stuff, you need to follow through.
fairly but firmly.
Exactly. And finally, circling back to privacy again, protect customer data. Have strong measures in place yourself, minimize the data you collect, manage consent properly, and make absolutely sure your affiliates understand and follow your data protection rules, especially if they handle any personal data for you.
It's not just about dodging fines, is it? It's about building that core trust.
Precisely. If you look at the bigger picture, all this focus on compliance, it isn't just defense. It's actually about making your whole affiliate program stronger.
How so? I mean, avoiding trouble is good, But
Yeah.
strengthening.
Well, yeah, avoiding fines and legal issues is obviously a huge benefit, but proactive compliance also actively protects your brand's reputation. It builds and maintains trust with consumers, which is invaluable.
And presumably it helps with the affiliates themselves.
Definitely. It fosters better partnerships. Good, ethical affiliates want to work with programs that are well run and compliant. It signals legitimacy and long term stability. This leads to higher quality traffic, better conversions, and genuine customer loyalty built on positive, transparent experiences.
So it's less about just ticking boxes and more about building a foundation.
Exactly. It's about being aware of the laws, being vigilant against the fraudsters, having clear guidelines, monitoring activity, and acting swiftly when needed. By making compliance a priority, you're not just reducing risks, you're actually cultivating an environment where trustworthy, sustainable growth can happen.
Compliance becomes almost like a competitive advantage, attracting the right partners.
It really can. It fosters those long-term, valuable partnerships that truly drive growth, rather than just short-term, maybe questionable gains.
So I guess the big takeaway from this deep dive is pretty clear then. Real, sustainable success in affiliate marketing. It's not just about the numbers. It's deeply tied to a serious ongoing commitment to compliance and ethical practices.
Couldn't have said it better. It's fundamental.
Which leaves us with a thought for you, the listener, to mull over. Considering how fast privacy laws are changing and how quickly new fraudulent tactics seem to pop up, how does thinking about compliance as a continuous dynamic process, not just a static checklist, change how you approach building trust and driving real growth in affiliate marketing?
Yeah, something to really chew on. Is it just a cost center or is it an investment in sustainability?
A great question to end on. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into affiliate marketing compliance.